Hello everybody and welcome back to whatever this is. Still haven't really thought of a name for it other than, well, we're doing stuff. Sure, why not start with that? So we're pressing these pistons off of these rods. They're for 454, specifically a 70s truck block that we're turning into a 427. So we want to get these, not even flat top. They've got a little dish in the center, garbage, low compression pistons out of the way, so we can make room for some 27 or 26 cc Keith Black domed pistons meant for a 427. So yeah, we can reuse the 454 rods because the rods are the same length. They make up the difference of stroke in the wrist pin height. So yeah, let's get pressing. All right, so there's a couple different ways you can do this. We're just, cold pressing these, not heating them up because we don't want to, mess with the temp or anything on the rods. At least that's what the internet tells us. And it's kind of hard to position into a jig, so 15 minutes with a welder and grinder. We built this here today, which we can put our rods and pistons in like so. And from there, well, it's just like pressing out quite literally anything. You find a socket or something that's slightly smaller than the wrist pin. I'm using this little piece of plate here just as something to spread the load of the, or whatever force of the press, and we'll go down like so. Make sure things are kind of sort of lined up. This whole press is kind of twisted and bent, so not the greatest for accuracy and precision of square pressing, but it'll do the job here today. At least get these old pistons out of the way. And you're gonna wanna, hide kinda when doing this part till it makes that noise. And then you should be good to, get your face right up as close as you can to the chrome socket that you're using to press out the wrist pin that shouldn't shatter and blow up in your face. And yeah, casually keep pressing it out like so. Nothing really to it. Yeah, just like this. That's about that. Almost there. Oh, there, I think we're getting close. And that should be enough. So we'll release the press, go up with it, pull that off, socket out, and, if it's like the 5 others I just did, this rod should easily come out of there like so. So now you have the rod out, and you just need to tap the pin the rest of the way through, and voila, you have, 2 pieces or 3 pieces. Put that over there, and grab the next one. Sometimes these don't like to go in one way. The jig isn't too precise. I've had to re-straighten it after bending it a little too much here a couple of times. But whatever, we don't need to be too fancy because we're only building 650 horsepower big blocks here. Who needs precision? Just want to tap this. Don't worry, we're not using these pistons. So now that that's like that, we can reset and press another one, I guess. And then once again, you're going to want to hide somewhere until you hear that noise. Oh, we got to reset this because it kind of went a little wonky. we are pressing. So yeah, that's about that. We'll, I don't know, show you the pistons now, I guess. All right, now here are the pieces that I think everybody would like to see. I just know I like looking at them. They are the Keith Black standard bore 26cc domed pistons for a 427. Yeah, and they will be going in this 454 block, which, with the help of a 427 crank, which is around here somewhere, will turn this into a 427. Now, I know a lot of people have asked me, why are we de-stroking it? You know, more cubic inch, the better, which, you know, it's kind of true for the most part, but when you have the option to build an L88 427 Corvette, which we've got the proper heads and intake for, you kind of got to build an L88 427 Corvette motor, because why not, right? So that's why we're doing this. Those will look, I don't know, something like that in there. I think that'll be pretty cool. And once we figure out the CC of our heads, because they've been decked quite a lot, we'll figure out how much we want to deck the block to build roughly right around 12.3 to 1 compression. So stay tuned for this, because it's going to be fun. And should be about 650 horsepower, somewhere in there with the camera running and everything. So yeah, and we're putting it in the Impala right here. 66 Chevy Impala SS with a turbo 400 for now, until we can afford a 4-speed, which, well, unless this YouTube thing doesn't take off, or, you know, might be a while. So like, subscribe, and follow, so one day we can afford the 4-speed, maybe.